Let's boogie.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for another college football pick'em video. I'm back with my regional college football expert. What's up, Brett?
Woo!
And
What's up, Matthew?
What's up? And unfortunately, last week we couldn't do the video, so we'll always go over our records from last week. And let me pull that up, actually. So last week was a decent week. We both finished 6-4. So that's above 500. We'll take that. You're on top of me by one. And then
Pause.
huge games. Do you want to talk? Do you want to bring up anything from last week?
No, last week the games didn't look good on paper, but some of them turned out to be some barn burners.
True. LSU came back. FSU, the only winless team in the Power Four. Washington State pulled
Is that a
through.
fact?
Yeah, that's a fact. Only winless team in the Power Four.
Jesus.
Yeah. What else? You got Florida losing to Texas A&M, nothing new. Florida still sucks. UCF coming back. Colorado owning Colorado State. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up last week. So, back college football. Week 4. First game on the slate. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. First game. We got Virginia at Coastal Carolina. Now, both these teams are... Well, no, never mind. Virginia is sitting at 2-1. Coastal Carolina is 3-0. Virginia, they average about 300 passing yards per game. Strong start, but again, kind of like a weak schedule, low-key. Coastal, they average 251 rush yards per game. So their rushing game is pretty strong, holding it down. I mean, Virginia, they have allowed a ton of rushing yards by the opposing team. They allowed 120 rush yards. Compared to like the competition they're playing right now, they shouldn't be allowing all these rush yards. So I guess I think the rush defense is gonna be tested here. So for this pick, I'm gonna go Coastal Carolina for the first game.
Great pick, Matthew. I am with you 100%. And you got to remember, this game is being played on the Teal Field in Myrtle Beach, right on the water.
Hell yeah.
The Chanticleers are going to give their fans a show, and they're going to win this game. Not convincingly, but they're going to win.
All right. What is a Chanticleer?
It's like a big cock.
Nice. Pat McCockafee. Moving on. Next game. We got USC at Michigan. And Michigan, huge news. They're decided to bench Warren, their quarterback, and now they're going to start Orgy. Orgy's a new starter. It's an orgy party in Michigan. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get demonetized.
It's nothing like an orgy party, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, nice.
There ain't no party like an orgy party.
I'm never going to be allowed to say his name on YouTube. Oh my god. USC's defense has actually looked pretty good. I mean, they're off to a strong start. They're 2-0. Michigan is 2-1. Tough loss against Texas. I mean, Texas is the number 1 ranked team now, so I mean, still a bad loss. Michigan's offense is going to be something of a mystery now. I think they will be able to move the ball better with their new quarterback. So I think it is an upgrade in that position. Alex O. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Miller Moss. I think he's a great quarterback for USC. I don't know if Michigan's offense will be able to keep up with that offense. So, give me USC on the road.
Great pick, Matthew. 11 versus 18. It's on CBS, since CBS has the rights to Big Ten now. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, I did not.
But this is prime time. This is prime time for CBS, 3:30. This is usually when Bama plays LSU or Georgia plays Bama. This is that slot.
Yeah.
But remember when Michigan played Texas, I said, Michigan looks good, but they have no quarterback, so give me Texas?
Yeah.
Well, now Michigan has a quarterback in Alex O. They're gonna switch it up and go with the dual threat. Not really a dual threat, more of a single threat. All this guy does is run. His arm is I think I have a better arm than him, if I'm being honest.
But
But Miller Moss with USC has 3 to 4 dynamic wide receivers. Zachariah Branch, another guy, and another guy.
yeah,
I don't know the names. Their running back is phenomenal as well. Michigan's defense really going to have to keep them in this game because I do not believe in their offense at all. I'm going to go with USC on the road, 3:30 prime time. Give me the Trojans. Protect yourself at all times.
protect yourself at all times. No more big noon for the Trojans. I mean, I guess they never had the big noon. I guess they never will now. So, next game, we got Rutgers at Virginia Tech. Rutgers start off the season 2-0. Big win over Howard, week 1. Huge win over Howard. Virginia Tech 2-1. Unfortunately, Paiva had to hand the L's to Virginia Tech. So, Rutgers, they have a physical defense. Virginia Tech struggled defending the run the last 3 games. So, but the last 2 opponents have been a weaker competition. So I guess it might be a little bit more suspect. I think this is a 50-50 matchup. But Virginia Tech is surprisingly favored by 5.5. So I honestly don't know. I think both these teams might be a little overrated. But I think I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. They're at home.
Rutgers, I have a soft spot for this team. I did last year as well. I covered them a lot in these videos. I don't know why I have such a soft spot for these teams like Rutgers and Kansas. I just do. And I like this Rutgers team with Ethan Kalakiminanis.
There you go. There you go.
He's from Minnesota, the Gophers.
Yeah.
But he's not the highlight of this team. Kyle Manangi. He, Mr. Miyagi, is the star of this team. If he's not going, this team's not going. Virginia Tech, I don't know how good their defense is, given they lost to Vandy week 1.
Sure.
But I'm going to trust in ACC's defense, and it's at home. If they're bumping Sandstorm, if they're bumping fucking Barbie Girl, I don't care. It's ACC defense versus a one-dimensional offensive team in Rutgers. Give me Virginia Tech close.
All right. Dude, they better be playing. There has to be a college football team that bumps Barbie Girl.
That'd be awesome.
That'll be sick.
Blue Mountain State definitely bumps Barbie Girl.
They definitely be bumping. Next game.
Yeah, they're bumping more than...
Oh, dude, they're bumping all right. Anyways, Arizona State versus Texas Tech. Arizona State off to a strong start, 3-0 to their season. The offense has just been pretty solid, pretty great actually. Defense though, kind of got to step it up a bit, you know. Huge win over Mississippi State. They got up big early and they kind of allowed a mini comeback towards the end, but they were still able to get the win there. As for Texas Tech, 2-1, disappointing loss to, I believe it was Washington State. Correct me if I was wrong, but
go Cougars.
Yeah, that was a really bad loss by them. But ever since they kind of rebounded a bit, hopefully they can reach form. We'll see. Arizona State's offense could definitely put up points. Yeah, like I mentioned, Texas Tech looked awful versus Washington State, but it has since been looking better. Both these two teams are has a similar build to their team. Both offensively stacked. They can both put up points, but the defense, I don't know. Might as well just be traffic cones. They just be allowing points too. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know if you ever seen this, but Arizona State's running back, he has this tick or something. When he's lining up, he's always shaking his head, like in spurts. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Like, let me show you my camera. He's lining up, and it's him in his position. He goes, and it's just him shaking his head. But he's been killing it though. I think he rushed for it was close to 200, or if not 200, last game or something. So he's been killing it. So I don't know. I'm hyping up Arizona State. So give me Arizona State on the road. Give me the Dogs.
Wow. Good pick. I'm excited for you, man. That's a good underdog.
Thank you.
Arizona State Sun Devils. This was my favorite team to play as in NCAA 07.
That was a
Video
while
game,
ago.
by the way. The Sun Devils, I know. Sam Levitt, no clue who this guy is. Cam Scatabo.
That's the
all I
guy.
know.
It's Scatabo. He's the one that shakes his head.
Skate bro over here.
Skate bro.
So Arizona State did beat Mississippi State relatively convincingly.
Yeah.
Then they struggled against Texas State the Bobcats, who they're pretty good. They're a pretty solid Group of 5 school.
I think they're
but they
solid, too.
needed a last ditch effort from Skate Bro, the running back with a tick.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced this team. I think they're going to run out of luck eventually. They're still undefeated somehow. Good for them. I wasn't expecting them to be good at all this year, but they're defying some odds. Texas Tech, on the other hand, were the dark horse in the Big 12 in the preseason.
Supposedly.
And then they get fucking dragged by the Cougars.
Yeah.
The Cougars came into town and fucking swept them off their feet. It happens often in college towns.
Oh yeah, the Cougs. They got
Their
distracted.
quarterback Morton, he's averaging over 300 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He doesn't seem to be the issue. I think the issue is the defense. And is the defense going to hold up against Arizona State? I think they can, because I don't believe in Arizona State yet. Give me Texas Tech at home.
All right, yeah, that's true. I mean, Mississippi State is a fake SEC team anyway, so moving on. We got two undefeated Big 12 teams. We got Utah and we got Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is at home, and this is the battle of veteran quarterbacks. Both 7-year quarterback. Insane.
Correct.
So Ollie Gordon has been struggling a little bit this season, hasn't been living up to expectations. He's only been averaging 3.4 yards per carry, but has opened up the passing game for this Oklahoma State team. Their passing game has been pretty good this year. It's been stepping up big time. The only difference against Utah, though, Utah has a ferocious pass rush. They have 10 sacks in 3 games, which rank 10th nationally. And, I mean, Utah has a defensive edge here. And they also have Cam Rising. This is Cam Rising's world, and we're just living in it, all right?
Yes.
He has risen from the grave of the injury reserves, and he's back.
He has risen.
He has risen. He's back in college football. Exciting stuff. He's been putting up some good stats, too. But this is definitely a 50-50 game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they play each other again in the Big 12 championship game. But I actually still don't know who I'm picking. I kind of want to go Utah.
Oh, my God.
But you know what? I'm go a different. I got Oklahoma State. They're at home. I think
Here we go.
they might have the better offense, but Utah doesn't have the better defense. I mean, I don't know. Oklahoma State, maybe you just wake up Ollie Gordon. Maybe he'll step up big. I think I'm going Oklahoma State. I'm still on the last game. Give me Oklahoma State at home. Whatever. You go.
Okay. All right. It shouldn't be a shock to anyone now if you've seen the Instagram page. I have Oklahoma State Cowboys in the playoff as the number 4 seed, meaning they win the Big 12. But if you remember in the video, I said that I think they're going to lose to Utah and then avenge that loss in the Big 12 championship. I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going Utah Utes to win this game, but I believe Oklahoma State's the better team. Here's how it's going to go.
Okay.
Utah's defense is going to shut down Ollie Gordon. And then Alan Bowman's going to have to carry this team on his back. So far, he has done it. But the 7-year veteran will slip up eventually, and I think this is his time to slip up. After this game, Ollie Gordon goes on a run. Give me the Utes.
Moving on. Next game, we got TCU. We got the Horned Frogs. At SMU, the Mustangs. Some news coming out of SMU. Kevin Jennings will be the starter for SMU. No more Preston Stone there. I guess he's been struggling there for a bit. TCU, last game, struggled to defend the rush heavily versus UCF, but in my prediction, I thought UCF would have one of the best running games in the nation. So they're kind of R.G. Harvey stepping up big time. SMU has only rushed for 3.3 yards per carry versus BYU. Not very impressive numbers, especially against a team we both thought that was going to be not so great, but has kind of stepped it up a little bit. Either way, SMU has been looking unimpressive. TCU actually looks pretty solid against UCF. So give me TCU on the road.
This game's a tough one to pick because I don't think TCU is that good either. But I'm looking at the game that SMU lost against BYU. The BYU's best rusher of the game was 37 yards, and then the quarterback threw for 202. So it seemed like BYU's defense just shut them down.
Yeah.
And it was also Jennings who started, or I don't know if Jennings started the game, but he had 140 passing yards and an interception. I'm sure Preston Stone started.
Yeah, he got
Jennings.
Stone started, and then he got benched, and they put in Jennings.
Okay, so I know nothing about Jennings, unfortunately. I'm sorry, my guy. But I don't know anything about TCU as well. All I know is that both teams' running game is pretty abysmal. Based on stats, they're bad.
Yeah.
This is going to be an air raid type of game. I don't know who has the better defense, but I do know TCU has the better passer in Josh Hoover. Just based on that, I got to go with Horned Frogs, but this can go anywhere, man. Give me the Horny Frogs.
The Horny Frogs. Nice. Give them to the Horny Frogs.
Thank you.
All right. Next game, we got Cal versus the worst team in the Power 4 group of 4. Power 4, whatever it's called now.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
It's been an abysmal start for FSU. I mean, they're being at home, but they were also at home against Memphis. It's not looking good. Cal, and honestly, this is probably gonna be the one they're probably gonna be the toughest defense that they play thus far. So, Cal is only allowing 12.3 points per game and 288.7 yards per game. Good stuff from Cal. DJ Ugabuga is only completing 56% of his passes. FSU is only averaging 52 yards rushing per game. FSU is struggling big time. Can't get anything going. I mean, this is a team, it's tough to, pick because I guess they have that potential to turn it up at any moment, but it's been kind of delayed. So, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I got to go Cal on the road. Their defense is going to be probably the toughest one that FSU played so far, so I got to give the edge to Cal on the road.
Nice. I will say, and you can look this up, you can check the tape. In the ACC preview video that we did, I said Cal was a dark horse. I had them potentially at number 3. Top 3, I remember. I love this Cal team, and they only affirmed my beliefs against Auburn. This Cal team is a legit team, a legit contender within the Atlantic Coast Conference. I really love this team. That being said, Florida State, DJ Ugabuga is passing for 666 yards. That's a terrible number. Give me the Golden Bears.
Roar. Next game, we got Toledo at Western Kentucky. Interesting game to put on the slate here, but I guess it should be a good one. I think Toledo is only favored by 2.5 or something. They're projecting a close one here. Toledo's undefeated. West Kentucky's 2-1. Toledo's been averaging 42.7 points per game, and the opponents have only been averaging 16.7 points per game. So Toledo, they're balling. Huge win against Mississippi State last week. Absolutely destroyed them. So good looks on them. Western Kentucky conceded 456 passing yards versus Middle Tennessee State. Not a good look defensively. West Kentucky also struggled defensively versus. I mean, it's gonna be a Western Kentucky struggling defense versus a Toledo's explosive offense. And if that's the case, I gotta go Toledo. They're the favorite to win the MAC right now. So give me Toledo on the road.
Man, I'm just looking at the stats for Western Kentucky. Their passing leader right now is TJ Finley. And if that name sounds familiar, You are correct. This guy has been passed around more than a college whore. This guy is, I'd say this is 8th school at this point. This is really bad for TJ Finley. It's really sad to see. Caden Veltkamp could be the starter as well. He has 409 yards passing. I don't know who's going to start this game for the Hilltoppers. But Toledo, and Northern Illinois are the powerhouses, quote for quote, of the MAC, the MACtion.
Action.
And I heard on Greg McElroy's podcast that these two are going to play on. It's on a Saturday, which is unfortunate. It's not going to be primetime action. But if those teams can match up in whatever week 8 as both undefeated schools, that would be great for the MAC. Give me the Toledo Red Rockets.
Red Rocket. All right. Moving on. We love to see that. Probably the game of the week now. Huge game. Big SEC matchup. We got Tennessee at Oklahoma. Huge game here. I mean, both teams are undefeated. Huge. It's number 6 versus number 15. And let me tell you, Tennessee is on fire right now. They have a high-powered offense. I think they put up... How many points did they put up in the first half last week again? Was it like 62 points?
65.
65 points.
65, I think. It was 65.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's insane number, no matter who you're playing. So, I mean, even with that, they still put up big numbers against NC State. And I don't know. I guess NC State hasn't been looking impressive anyways. So, Nico Lamaliva has been balling so far. So, they're a hot team. Oklahoma, they kind of been struggling to separate themselves in some games, especially last week. So, I mean, their offense is so high-powered. I mean, they can put up points too, but Tennessee's defense has also been pretty solid as well. So, I got to go with the hot team. Give me the hot hands in Tennessee and Lamaliva. They've been balling. Hard to fade them here.
Lamaliva, Iamaiava.
Iamaiava. Yeah,
I'm going to say it a couple times right, and then I'm going to shit on his name the whole time. Leva Lama is tearing up the collegiate football scene. Let me tell you right now, he's like that one fat kid in The Reporter. He's like, I don't know what this caramel stuff is, but you give me it live, I'll tear it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there we go.
That's him against any FBS program, and especially FCS program. He's like that fat kid with chocolate all over his face with the Sydney Sweeney picture.
Yeah.
That's what he does with FCS schools. He goes crazy.
He just eats them up.
He tears it alive, dude.
Dude, bro, he slaps, bro. He hits.
I know, I'm telling you. Nico Iamaiava, he is on the Heisman shortlist for sure. 100%. Remember, I have Tennessee. Did I have Tennessee winning it all?
Yeah, you did.
Remember.
That's actually not a bad pick. Everyone was shitting on you.
I have them winning it all.
Yeah.
I know. Everyone was shitting on me. I have them winning it all from the start.
It looks great.
So I believed in this fucking school. Oklahoma, let's go to them real quick. Jackson Arnold, he's not a dual threat quarterback, but he's leading the team in rushing. That is really bad.
Hey, yo.
That is not good at all. That means they do not have a run game against Tennessee, who has a phenomenal defense. So when you give a one-dimensional offense against an elite defense, you get catastrophe for Oklahoma Sooners. I know it's at home. It's in Norman. College game day is going to be there. It's under the lights, 7:30 on ABC. Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, whoever the chick is, the sideline reporter. It's going to be a good game for about 3 minutes. Give me the Volunteers.
There you go. I guess he's been balling to a point where I guess we should say his real name. I guess he got promoted to...
I respect him.
Iamaiava. So...
Yep, there you go. That was good.
Good job, Nico. Just killing it. Keep it up.
Good job, Nico.
Keep it up, man. You got my Heisman vote.
Make me look good, Nico.
It's looking great for you, actually. Moving on. Last game of the slate, we got Iowa at Minnesota. Huge Big Ten matchup here. Iowa coming off a disappointing loss to Iowa State. They're 2-1. Minnesota is at home. They're also 2-1, and they won their last 2 games. Had a disappointing loss to UNC week 1, and played 2 crappy teams. But now they're actually back up to versus an actually competent team. So Iowa, usual Iowa, tough defense, offense. I mean, they're averaging more than 12 points a game, so
which is impressive.
It is impressive for their standards. They're averaging 32 points a game.
Yes.
I believe. If I did the math correct.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like an all-time high. So, they're hot right now. Minnesota. I remember the week 1 game, disappointing loss. There was some questionable decision making and the kicker, and it's not looking all that great. With all that said, I think I trust Iowa more than Minnesota. So give me Iowa on the road, better defense, offense stepped it up, Walmart.
Wow. Okay. I don't know what that was at the end. I think you might have had a stroke. I'm not sure.
Save money, live better, Walmart.
Minnesota,
NIL.
Max Brosmer came up from FCS school powerhouse in
Max
New
Brosmer.
Hampshire University. The Lynxes.
Did you just hawk two of me? I can't see you, but that's what it sounded like.
No, I wasn't trying to do that.
Okay.
I was trying to sound intimidating like a lion.
I mean, that scared me. I'll give you that much. That's definitely gonna be the clip that's gonna be out there.
I'm not trying to, pleasure myself here on Reese football. But I did say Max Brosmer was going to have a rough transition to the FBS level in his first year, and it's come to fruition so far. But it's not all his fault. He's been sacked 7 times in 3 games. So 2 sacks per game. I mean, it's not terrible, but if he's being sacked 7 times, how many times is he being pressured and he's throwing the ball away? Minnesota's offensive line is not the same offensive line that we're used to seeing in a Big Ten school by a P.J. Fleck-led school. Iowa, on the other hand, their offensive line, a bunch of farmers.
Yeah.
They are in the cornfields. They
got that farmer
mowing
strength.
the lawn with the tractor, John Deere. You know what I'm saying? These guys are country boys.
Yeah.
And they had this guy named Caleb Johnson, the running back, who's pretty decent, man. I've only watched one game. It was the Iowa State one. But Cade McNamara, this is his 18th year in college football. He's just not a good quarterback, honestly. I hate to say it, but when you're in college this long and you're still putting up terrible numbers, you've got to think about hanging it up, man. You've got to. I thought about hanging it up when I was in high school and I didn't make JV. But guess what? I stuck through it, and I got cut by varsity the next year. Okay? Then
Yeah.
I knew to hang.
It's all about.
I knew to hang up the gloves.
You gotta know when to fold them.
Okay?
And when to hold them.
Exactly. I didn't know when to fold him, and I embarrassed myself the next year at baseball tryouts. I should have fucking hung it up, but I didn't. Cade, you're in the same position, my friend. Iowa's not going to go anywhere with you as the quarterback. You got to really hope Caleb Johnson can lead you guys, and the defense is obviously good. I'm still going to go Iowa, but it's going to be a low-scoring game most likely. Minnesota's defense is going to be tough.
Yeah.
And I think this might be the quickest game ever in collegiate football history, with just Iowa running the ball the whole game.
Yeah.
Give me Iowa Hawkeyes by 2 points, like 12-10.
Yeah. I can definitely see like a 2-0 win here for Iowa.
Oh, there we
Honestly.
go. Wow, giving love to the special teams there.
Yeah.
The safety.
Good stuff for them. I mean,
Wow.
you mentioned Max Browser got sacked 7 times. 5 of those sacks came from UNC, so still.
Really?
Yeah. Huge numbers from
Wow.
UNC there.
Well, that's probably the toughest team they played, right?
Yeah, the other 2 games they played has been
Rhode Island and Nevada.
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
that speaks for itself. So
So yeah, he might get sacked another 5 times. Great pool there, Matt.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm definitely going Iowa here. I'm definitely going Iowa.
Iowa's gonna be the pressure to him, honestly. Just out of
Holy
curiosity,
shit.
how many sacks do they have this year? They have, they have 9 sacks in 3 games. So
Oh yeah,
Damn.
this guy's fucked. Max Brosmer, you are fucked. Get the ice bath ready, because you are going to get destroyed.
thanks. So I actually did my due diligence and researched these games.
Whoa.
So don't be surprised when I go 10-0. All right, I'm back. I'm
Okay.
back. The comeback is real.
How many games did we differ?
You're-
We differed on like 1, right?
Yeah, you're up by 1, but the comeback is real. Okay, I'm turning this ship around. I'm not going 500. I'm not going barely above 500. I'm going 100%, man.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I have the flame next to my name on the app.
And I got the ice cube.
Yeah, you fucking loser.
All right, nice. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end it here because. All right, I'm just gonna end it here. All right, thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below who you think is gonna win, and stay tuned next week for more college football. You got anything else, Rhett?
No, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings.
No, it's all right. I mean, I'm just using it as fuel for my comeback. All right.
Okay, got it.
So that wraps it up. Catch you guys next time. Peace.